At the same time, Eastcliff Sus family. Although Ruoli's disappearance made Chungfeng Su and Xin Su worried, it did not affect Ziyu Su and Zhufei's mood at all. The two of them didn't know Ruoli's true identity, they just regarded her as a servant in the family. In addition, Ruoli had always been Xin's bodyguard and had little contact with other siblings, so the siblings naturally didn't care much about her affairs. Right now, the two brothers and sisters are in Ziyu's study, each looking at the computer, looking at the monitoring screenshots compiled by the person under their hand. These screenshots are full of young male yellow faces. They were all Sus staff, and according to Ziyu's request, they were intercepted from surveillance videos of major airports in Japan some time ago. What the siblings have to do is to constantly look through these screenshots, trying to find Charlie's figure. Unfortunately, there were too many surveillance videos at the time, and the number of passengers at several major airports in a few days exceeded several million. It is indeed not an easy task to find Charlie from these millions of people. The two had been checking the screenshots of these surveillance videos for several days, but they still couldn't find Charlie. The glamorous Ziyu stayed in front of the computer day and night for several days, her eyes were bloodshot, dry, and unbearable, but she continued to fight while dripping eye drops. Because Zhufei had promised her sister in advance that she would try her best to help her find her benefactor, so she didn't dare to slack off and kept looking around day and night. Seeing that the surveillance video screenshots of nearly 1 million people have been filtered, but Charlie's figure is still not found, Zhufei more or less retreats and said to Ziyu with a tired face, "Ziyu, it is really not easy to find this way. I don't know how long would that take." Ziyu looked through the screenshots and said solemnly, "There are more than 3 million people who still need to be identified. Out of almost 1 million. It's a quarter of the completion. I believe that these 3 million people, after reading all of them, you will be able to find clues to your benefactor." Zhufei sighed and said, "Ziyu, don't try too hard. Look at your eyes, they are red like a rabbit. Take a break and you can try later." Ziyu said, "I'm not tired at all. If you are tired, you can rest for 10 minutes. 10 minutes? Zhufei said embarrassingly, "Sister, don't call Ziyu, change your name to the owl. If I continue to look for it, I will be blind," Ziyu said angrily in her voice. "Then you don't need to find it, I will find it myself," Zhufei hurriedly explained. "I didn't mean that, I just want to rest for a while." As he said, he hurriedly got up, poured 2 cups of tea, handed Ziyu a cup, and smiled. "Take a cup of tea and rest for a few minutes. There is also a break between classes. You can't work hard continuously?" Ziyu took a sip from his teacup and said, "These videos are dead and people are alive. If we don't find clues to benevolence as soon as possible, what if there is a new change in benevolence's trajectory? What if we finally find a clue and then follow the trail to find it, but the benefactor is no longer there?" Speaking of this, Ziyu continued with a little tiredness, "The point is, the only one who has really met your benefactor is the two of us, so only the two of us can do this kind of identification work." Zhufei nodded helplessly. "You're right, let's hurry up and try to find the clue of that man as soon as possible." After that, Zhufei remembered something and said, "By the way, Ziyu, I'm going to Oru's Hill in 2 days. Would you like to come along?" Ziyu asked curiously, "What are you going to do in Oru's Hill?" Zhufei said embarrassedly, "I've already discussed naming and cooperation with Sarah's concert. Her first concert of the year will be held in Oru's Hill on the 2nd day of the lunar calendar. I didn't promise her before. Oru's Hill charity donated 10 million, so I also want to go there in advance. Not only will this 10 million be arranged in place, but also the major welfare homes, orphanages, and other charities in Oru's Hill City will benefit as well. According to the actual needs of these institutions, another 20 million donations will be given to them." Having said that, Zhufei continued with a just an awe-inspiring look, "Since it is doing charity, of course, we must go." Ziyu smiled unkindly and said, "Hee, it turned out to pursue Sarah. No wonder you are so active." Zhufei hurriedly denied, "Don't talk nonsense. I'm doing charity work. Besides, Sarah won't go there. I go by myself. How can you say that I am pursuing Sarah?" Ziyu curled her lips and said, "Oh, you are still being serious with me, I don't know you yet?" You just want to make this thing a little more beautiful in advance, and let Sarah look at me by then? Promise to donate 10 million. As a result of donating 30 million, Sarah will definitely think that you are a person with a strong sense of social responsibility, and then have a better opinion of you, I guess, right? Jufei said embarrassingly. You are the smartest, I can't hide anything from your insight, right? Ziyu nodded and smiled. Just admit it. Jufei sighed and said, Ziyu, the ancestors have something I don't know if you have heard of it? Ziyu blurted out. Sell less, speak straight, Jufei said earnestly. The ancestors said that if you see it through, you can't tell it. This is the highest state of a smart person, Ziyu said disdainfully. You don't need to reach the highest state to talk, the general state is enough, you girl. Jufei sneered angrily, and immediately changed the subject and asked, Hey, I'll just ask you if you want to go? If you want to go, let's go together. It just happens that I'm not familiar with Orus Hill. Ziyu shook her head. No, I will not go anywhere until I find this person. Jufei hurriedly persuaded, Oh, Ziyu, you can accompany me. This thing could be done from anywhere, any place, you can take your laptop out on the road, at the concert, at the airport, anywhere. You just don't need to camp in the bedroom for good, Ziyu said uninterestedly, then I don't want to go either. You are going to lay the foundation for the pursuit of Sarah. What am I going to do? Jufei asked her back. You don't want to go out to get some air. How dignified the atmosphere is at home these past 2 days. Dad and Grandpa have been black all day long, and you still can't feel it? Take this opportunity to go out quietly for a few days. Is it okay? Ziyu hesitated for a moment, and then nodded gently. That's what I said, then you can arrange it, just to go out and relax.